What's up, guys? It's me here, back with another video, and sorry I had to make this one super quickly and get the camera set up and everything, which is why there's still a big old card mess from the previous card show, so I do apologize about that if you see all this stuff everywhere. But anyway, as the trade day winds down, just wow, I mean, there was a ton of trades today, no huge ones, actually I just didn't say huge ones, but no, I guess, like, for example, Kyle Lowry, he's staying with the Raptors. Like I said, should start with that. I know there's some news on him with his supposed last game and kind of walk off right there. But he's staying with the Raptors, and the main reason I'm making this video is just to, you guys wanted to see some more NBA talk, and I wanted to at least give my reaction to the trade stuff rather than me make a video a few days after. So yeah, I mean, I don't, like, I actually saw this somewhere where somebody said GarPax, or at least the GarPax era, probably wouldn't have made as many trades as they did today in an entire year, which is totally true, because we got Vucevic. That was a highlight of my day. I got the news in the morning, as soon as it happened, and yeah, I was super stoked, because that is our center right there. Like, not only is he somebody who can guard, I guess, but also shoot the ball too, which is always needed. Yeah, I mean, so initially, shout out to Balls Life, by the way. He texted me about the Vucevic trade, and I was looking kind of when I got that text, and I immediately rushed over to the Bulls subreddit and started looking to see what we gave up and everything like that, and other people's thoughts. So we did end up giving up Wendell Carter Jr. to the Orlando Magic. So you guys know I like to tie in basketball with cards, which is obviously what the channel is about. So yeah, this is the end of the Wendell Carter Jr. PC. As sad as I am to say that, I probably only Lowry is the one that I have more of, but Wendell Carter Jr., I collected the crap out of his cards. I even posted a picture, if you guys are on Reddit, to the basketball cards subreddit, all my Wendell Carter Jr. stuff, besides the base, like the worthless base, if you want to call it, but like stuff like rookies and things like that, which is, I was surprised, because I had a pretty decent sized collection of his cards. Now he's in Orlando with Otto Porter Jr. That one I was a little happy about, because I'm not a big fan of Otto Porter Jr., to be honest with you. I wanted one of the veterans to go a couple years back. I kind of wanted both Otto and Thad to go. This was before Thad kind of blew up in terms of being that sixth man. At least a starter now, I believe so. Yeah, I mean, so Wendell Carter Jr. is gone. I don't know how to feel about that, because at the same time that I'm kind of happy-ish. He wasn't doing too well for us, and I keep telling you guys, sorry, I'm gonna move the camera a little bit. I keep telling you guys that this main core of Lowry, Wendell, Kobe, Zach, and originally it was just Otto Porter Jr., but then I switched it with Thaddeus Young, or Patrick Williams, I guess, if you want to call it. So that was a core going in. And Levine worked out really well, better than I thought. I knew he was going to be an all-star, but he's carrying the team. Markkanen has kind of met my expectations, but kind of remained the same, so I'm still waiting on him. I really, really, really hope he turns things around, because he'd be great for us if he played every game like he did with how he was in his rookie year, in terms of being aggressive and things like that. But Kobe still has, I would say, a year or two left before I make a final decision on him. He's obviously still young. And again, I don't want to get into the whole idea of, oh, you know, just trade everybody who isn't doing well this season. But Wendell Carter Jr. was hurting us more than helping us, even being neutral. So unfortunately, he needs to go, which means I'm opening up that Wendell Carter Jr. stuff. So if there's any Magic fans or Wendell Carter Jr. fans out there, let me know. I have everything from low-end stuff to high-end stuff, and everything in between. Yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. I've even thought of the idea, I'm like, okay, alright, so one guy is gonna obviously get traded today. And what to do about the PC. So, yeah, I mean, I looked through it all, and I'm like, I might just make some room for more stuff of other players. That's where we stand on that. So, that's basically how the Vucevic trade went. Thinking it as, from a Bulls fan and a card fan perspective. We also gave up a few draft picks, which I'm not too upset about, considering the Magic are rebuilding, and we really want to gun for the playoffs now, which is very, very possible. So, I know you guys, not many of you watch the Bulls. I know Sage and a few others do, but tune in, you know, Friday or Saturday. I believe the next game is Saturday. Hopefully this video releases today. If not, my bad, but stay tuned for that Magic game, because I believe Vucevic might play. Okay, so moving on to the next trade. I'm not going to go through all of them, just the significant ones. Oladipo to the Heat. I believe the Rockets got robbed in that one. I know they're rebuilding, but they definitely should have gave up less or gotten more. My bad, they should have gotten more for Oladipo. But you guys probably already know that already. How that went down. Heat are looking deadly now. They got Butler, Oladipo, Bam Adebayo, Hero. I feel like I'm missing somebody. A lot of good role players, I guess I should say. Then other Bulls stuff is Cornette is gone. It's actually kind of funny. I was discussing with a friend the whole idea that we got Mo Wagner for what, 2 seconds, and then traded him off. Here, the nice thing is, though, is Mo Wagner never lost a game with the Bulls. I like to think of it that way. But he would have been interesting to see, but now obviously he's off to Boston. And we got Daniel Tice, so I don't know if Tice will play a huge role when he comes to the Bulls, but defensively he might. We'll have to see. He's a rough and tough kind of player, so that'll definitely be interesting. But I guess the bigger news is we also got Troy Brown Jr., and I want to say we got somebody else, but I can't put my finger on it. Actually, that might have been it. Just Troy Brown, Daniel Tice, and Vucevic. So lots of potential there, because there are especially Vucevic and Daniel Tice are good on the defensive end. And then Troy Brown Jr., we'll have to see what we can do with him. I don't know why, but I have a slight feeling he might go to the G League for some reason. If things don't work out, because I know he's underrated in my opinion. I don't know. I'm just looking at it off from a more of a card perspective. But because his values are a lot less than the usual rookies. But as a player, again, I can't tell anything right now, which is why this reaction video is kind of weird. But just have to see how things work out. Because he's the player that it's either he's going to be decent on the bench, but if he's not going to put in the minutes, then we might take somebody from the G League. Because right now we pretty much traded more than we got, so we're gonna need we need to grab some players like Devon Dotson, for example. Really want to see him play, so hopefully he gets some minutes as well. Other trades, there's a lot of small ones. Nothing, as I said, nothing huge besides Oladipo, Vucevic, and then just Kyle Lowry staying, obviously. Cavs didn't trade away Drummond, which was kind of expected, because I expected him to go sooner, but Cavs might have wanted more for him. And then what else? I think that might be it. Just want to get my thoughts. But mostly an end of an era to the Wendell Carter Jr. PC. I've collected him for what, 3 years now? 4 years? 17, 18? No, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. But again, let me know if anybody is looking for some. I haven't met any Magic fans as of recently. I know there's used to be some that I knew, not so much anymore, but yeah, now if anybody has any Vucevic stuff, I know it talks to some people, but let me know and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.